we really need to dig deep before we join school and understand what we are really getting ourselves into. Yes, because most students by there, they're just learning there for the sake. Let me just finalize this. Then they feel like there's already job out there that's waiting for them. Let me just finish this, then I'll get somewhere to work.
Welcome to the Studio Little Bold podcast, where vision meets execution, creativity finds clarity, and mentorship unlocks potential. I'm your host, Abigail Osidiana, and this is the space for designers, dreamers, and change makers looking to build bold ideas and shape the future of interior design. Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. Today we are on episode 11, and I have George on set. By now, George, you know the drill.
Yeah.
Sindo?
Sure.
Kaende. Please introduce yourself. Tell us where you studied, what you're currently doing. Sindo, and then the rest will pick it up from there.
Yeah.
Sawa.
My name is George Owiso. I'm an interior designer. I studied at Buruburu Institute of Fine Art, where I studied for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Yes, after that, I navigate to the design world. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So 3 years by the at PIFA is a diploma?
Yes, a diploma.
It's a diploma.
Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
Do they have like a degree or anything else above?
No. They have a certificate, which
and
is then the diploma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what are you currently focusing on right now?
Basically, I'm doing more of residential and commercial spaces. Mm-hmm. Doing technical drawing, renders, because I freelance as well, and also have my brand as well.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's
sure.
the name of your brand?
Grayscale Interior Design.
Oh, Grayscale Interior Design. So
Yes.
for everyone who wants to check him out, go and look for Grayscale Interior Design and see what you're going to find there.
Yeah, sure. We are available on YouTube, more on Instagram. Mm-hmm. Yes, and website's coming soon.
Oh, nice. YouTube, Instagram, website. Are you on TikTok?
I'm starting. Yeah, maybe some tutorial might come soon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So at Grayscale, what do you focus on? Because from what I'm getting, the renders, technical drawings are more for the other clients.
Yeah.
Now for Grayscale, what do you focus on?
There are some other clients who have approached me to be able to deliver some layouts for them. Mm-hmm. So I basically do the entire design process from the concept, developing the concept, to execution part of it.
Sawa. I would want to ask, what really sparked your interest in interior design?
Basically, my journey of interior design started, it's very funny because I kind of, I didn't know what interior design really is. When I finalized my high school, I did finalize 2017. We had the Matiangi lot. So once I finalized that, then the result that came out, it was not what I wanted. So I had
what you wanted or what you worked for?
Matiangi did that thing, but in a way, let me just tell you why. I really am happy where I am right now. Once I got that, I got a C, by the way. I really. Once that result came out, I really cried. I really locked myself in a room.
I understand, because I would cry also.
I cried for an hour. I'm this one person that everyone count on. Even teachers in school normally count on me. George, you will take us up there.
So you are not crying for yourself. You're crying for others.
No, I wasn't crying for others. I really felt like I've disappointed so many people, though. It's more of that.
And on average, you used to be a what grade?
I was a B+ person, ikiumana sana B plane. So when results came, it was a shock for me. So I was raised in the village, then came in Nairobi 2010. I was sponsored by my aunts, so I used to stay with them. So after getting that result, I really felt I've disappointed them.
Oh, I get now the disappointment,
Yes.
and why it was so heavy for you.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, because you're feeling like, oh my God, sir.
I've wasted those kind of hours, money and everything. So I locked myself in a room like an hour. Then my uncle came and asked me, as a man, why are you crying? This is something smaller. 'Cause, there's still a chance. So
that's so encouraging.
yeah, it's actually he really
Because
encouraged
it's not
me because
showing you like, sasa now the world is over. It's not over.
yeah, it's not over. By
So
the
now-
way, it's just a stepping stone. We learn from our mistake. So it's kind of mistake. So after that, I took a whole year. I just wanted to know what interior design really is.
Wait, but what
So,
made you even know? Because you didn't know what interior
I
design.
didn't know about it. So there's my other uncle who came to me and told me that George.
So this is at what point? So you finished crying?
Yes.
You how did you move from there now?
Now, after, because the results came, people are going to different universities, colleges. So me, I'm there at home. I'm just ready to find my way out. So there's another uncle of mine who came to me and asked me, George, what do you want to do? What do you really want to do? I'm like, I'm still trying to figure out. So from there, he told me that this course called interior design, I don't know if you really know it. I'm like, I don't have any idea. And he told me, I have someone who does interior design. I think you can go there and get some tips and really know what it is. If you like it, you go with it. Maybe next year you can start something. So I really didn't know how to go about it, but I went and searched about interior design. And there's this company that he mentioned to me. Then I went and searched what they do basically. And I went there for internship for
Wait, so this particular uncle, is he in the construction industry?
No.
Oh, he's a
doctor,
bit...
but he has an interior designer who does his house and so on. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
So I went to intern in that company. I don't know if I'm...
don't mention it.
So I took a year there just really to get insight. What does interior design really is? I learned a lot from that company.
So you were actually, it wasn't those kind of experiences where the intern ameachiliwa tu, like you've just been left, like just sit there and relax.
No, the lady gave me a lot of, it's kind of like what to do, really. He gave me a role there. So I was a site clerk. So what I was normally do, I need to check all the documentation if they're there, all the stocks are there, checking how the sites works, everything. So that's really helped me even before I joined school, so that when I joined school like a year after, I was so much ahead of others.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, nice. So for there, mostly you were on site now for that internship, and then now you went to school.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you think, now you've gone to school, what do you think education shaped now your career, looking at those early stages up to now? Now that you went and actually did this interior design thing.
Yeah. What I can say is that, it's good to have knowledge, basically, because it's give you an idea of what you want to execute. And not basically it's theory, because what I can say, we really need to dig deep before we join school and understand what we are really getting ourselves into. Yes, because most students by there, they're just learning there for the sake. Let me just finalize this. Then they feel like there's already job out there that's waiting for them. Let me just finish this, then I'll get somewhere to work, which is really not the case. So before you decide on what you want to do, you really need to dig deep. You really need to, if it is maybe accounting or something like that, you really need to go and talk with those guys who are already in the field, understand what really accounting is before you start learning.
And that's such an interesting point, because just yesterday, I have a client that I recently finished his house.
Yeah.
And he gave me a call and he's like, oh, I have a nephew who needs to do, I want him to just shadow you and see if they would be interested in interior design before we invest too much or go into it too deep.
Yeah, sure.
And it actually does make a lot of sense. Just see what the day-to-day looks like. Because even me, when he was telling me that, I asked him, what does that shadowing exactly entail? What, he was like, shadow, not internship. So I was like, okay, I know internship because I've had interns, but shadowing, what would a day, what does a day look like? Yeah. But
In a
now,
deep sense.
it makes sense. I thought about it just for a few minutes. I was like, actually, it makes sense. Go and look and see what they do.
Yeah.
See how they,
Yeah.
how the ups and
How
the
the
downs
real world
are.
works before you just do that.
Yeah.
Because that's really encouraged me, so that when I went back to school, I was able to relate with the things that lecturer was giving us. Like if it is about, there's a unit called material theory. So when the lecturer is talking about gypsums, talking about cement board, I already have an idea of how it looks, how it feels, and even the sizes. So I'm aware of what lecturer is talking about.
Yeah.
Not like other people who are the student who are like,
Nini.
what's that? What's the lecturer is talking about? So you might be able to have you bag so much knowledge in your head. When you finalize your studies, then when you're going to site, you really don't know what that cement board is, what that gypsum. So you're like, oh, this is a cement board. Oh, I heard about it a year ago. So it's really good to have that practical bit of it before you join school, so that you're able to do your thing. Yeah, basically it's really helped me a
so
lot.
that was so even it's not even how education shaped the career for you, it's how but yours was more like an internship. It was but were you really,
it's an intern before I joined school.
Yeah. So yako ilikuwa reverse. This one influenced that, and then now that influenced after you left school.
It's not the vice versa.
That's a nice one. It's an interesting. I'm telling you guys, on this podcast, we learn every day. So anyone who's just left high school and is trying to figure it out, go and look for someone to shadow or a place to go and do an internship, and then you figure out whether you're interested in that thing or you're not.
Yes,
don't waste time and invest in things.
There's no hurry in learning. Yeah, even right now I'm still learning.
Yeah.
So why should you do something for the sake because you want to be paid for fee, and after that no job for like 10 years?
Yeah.
So there's no need. You better take your time before you decide
what you want to do.
Yeah.
And actually if it fits you, your personality, your strengths, your interests.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, what are some of the challenges that you faced in that transition? First, now let's start. This one, the first internship before you went to uni.
Yes.
And then after you left uni.
On site, basically challenges on site during my internship, there are quite a lot, because you don't have that skills. Don't
I can say a rookie on site.
Yes, you just do it. So basically I was really like, I feel like I was overworking because every designer, or rather every stakeholders on site has to give you something to do. If there is maybe plumbing work, you'll be told, take for me that, take it there. If it's electrical thing, you have to assist somehow. If it is moving something from here to here, you have to do it because you have no idea.
Wait, this is the first internship, isn't it?
Yes,
before school.
That's the first internship before I joined school. You don't have, knowledge, or rather skills. I can't say skills.
Yeah,
or of anything on site. So I was overworking. I feel I was overworking. And,
how was your day-to-day? Like, for example, you'd report at what time and leave at what time?
Oh, as a designer, I normally report at...
No, that one. That first one, the overworking one.
The overworking one.
Yeah.
From 6, we can leave maybe at 8 p.m.
You used
or
to
9.
report to site at 6?
6 a.m., yeah.
At 6?
Yeah, 6 a.m.
Ini site gani unafanya?
Sites are different. There's time that we used to work even at night.
Oh, because of the places where you can only make the noise and what.
Yeah, sure. Most of it
night,
yeah,
like in a mall. Was it a mall project?
This was an office, and there was a studio on the upper floor. So you were not be able to make noise during the day.
Oh.
So you were told you can only work during the night. So probably transport as well. You're moving from far away place. You have to be there before maybe 3 or 4 p.m. The entire night you're there. Then the next day in the morning is when you're going home. You can take a nap maybe for 3 hours or 4.
Wait, run that back again.
Yeah.
You leave home at?
You leave home at 3 p.m. in the evening to go to site, yeah?
Yes, you're on site. You're
on
supposed to be
site
at
around 6.
6.
Yes, you have to be there at 6.
Then you're supposed to finish your shift at?
Around 5 a.m. in the morning when you're going home. You get home maybe around 7 a.m. Then you take a nap, probably relax a bit. Then 3 p.m. again.
Kuoga na kurudi soko.
Yes. and you have to do that every single day.
Wait, pause there. My guys, anyone who wants to know what... I keep telling you guys to watch this podcast na mski. Mbona mja subscribe kwanza? Why have you not subscribed? Ebu listen to these stories. You know, if you had subscribed and listened to such stories, you will be ready. You know what to expect, because every interior designer's experience is very different. Like for me personally, I've never been in a site where I'm doing overnight. I've been to site where I work till very late at night, maybe midnight.
Yeah.
But not overnight now, starting in the evening and finishing during the day. So don't go or hear from one person's story and imagine that all workplaces are the same.
Yeah.
Workplaces are different as per George's experience.
Very different.
So now you're there. You've reported you're working at night.
Yes.
You're the handyman for everybody.
Everybody. You are reporting to everyone.
See, but that's a good thing. A bit,
okay. Yeah, a bit is a good thing because you are learning every single task that those guys are doing because you are gaining skills.
Yeah.
If it is electrical, you have a 2-gang, you have a 3-gang kind of a switch. So you are learning on every department, which really boosted me before I joined school. So I really have all idea of what interior design really is.
And what I actually like the most about your experience, unajua ni nini?
Yeah.
The fact that before you even got into school, you knew that there's a consultant team.
Yeah.
Meaning, there's an interior designer, there's an MEP engineer, there's a
Yes.
structural engineer, there's an architect. Most people don't even know those differences.
The entire body. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's so many people doesn't know.
Yes.
There's so many people, even students, there's so many students who are learning interior design, but they really doesn't break it down. They really, they're not specializing on one thing. They're just doing the entire interior design. Because interior design is wide. There are people who are doing lighting, there are people who are doing decoration, there are people who are doing design and build.
Those who are doing
just
renders.
design, yes.
There are those who are doing consultancy.
Yes.
Like for me, design and build.
So if you're studying interior design, you really need to specialize and know what you really want.
Because you see, like for me, I did do the design and supervision. I don't do design and build. Difference. Design and build means I'm there on site building with my team.
Yes.
You get?
Yeah.
I bring a contractor. I don't want that headache for me personally. I bring a contractor who brings his team. So me, I'm arguing with the contractor. I'm not dealing with the tiler and I'm not dealing with the this. Your headache.
I get it.
Most
people don't want to be contracted. They don't want to be on site. That headache with fundis is crazy.
Fundis are a whole other ball.
It's crazy.
So it needs you to have tough skin and a lot of patience and really having very good interpersonal skills, which I don't think is my stronghold, to be honest. Because you need to be able to, you need to be very patient and being able to talk to them in a way that, at the end of the day, they understand and in a way that you will get what you want from them.
Yeah, for sure.
Wanaweza kata kufanya kazi kwa site. Wanaweza kuchapa huko.
Yeah. You know the vision of you carry the vision of the project.
Yeah.
You are the one who know how you want the results to come out.
So me prefer.
The will just do their own things.
They'll do that. So me prefer contractor. So we are dealing with the contractor who knows how to read drawings. I tell him this is what I'm building. This is the MMs I've done. In case he wants to tell me, let's do it another way, I can tell him, no, it's okay. We can move in this direction, or no, we cannot. Then now you deal with your people. Me, I'll just come and say, these tiles are not following this line. Nirudisheni vile nataka. This gypsum is not what the board, And by the way, that's why we really have project managers. Interior design doesn't have to do everything. Yeah. We have those who are managing such kind of work on site. So if you have a trusted project manager, you are good to go. That's headache. You need to go. Yes, which is also brought in because in most residentials, especially in Kenya, they don't hire the whole team. So you'll find maybe the client has been willing to hire a contractor but not willing to hire a project manager. That contractor is doing both. Sindio?
Yeah, sure.
Or is okay or open to hire the whole team. Or if you're in a proper like corporate, dealing with a corporate client, then they'll have they typically will have a whole team.
Yeah.
Where?
Which, when a certain brand doesn't have, most of the interior design doesn't have project managers, it's pile pressure to the interior design team.
Yes.
Those who are now designing, because they have to design and they have to go to site as well. Timing, meeting the deadline, you will find it's off. Yeah. So
you can't even say that as a designer, you'll sit and be going to site. It means as the design team has to have someone who is reporting to site.
Yes, because there are reports that you need to write.
Every day you need to do like your progress photos to show what was done.
You have to be on top of everything, which is really good if you want to venture into your own thing. If you are able to design and go to site and know what really have that touch of if it is a tap, it is a sink, it will expound your knowledge. And once might be, we are not there permanently to be employed. One day you'll have your own thing.
So for me personally, I go to site. I
Yes.
just am not site every day. You understand?
Yeah,
So I do like, for example, in my consultancy contracts, you'll find either we've agreed that you'll call me on a need basis, or I'll be there once every week.
Just to check the
Yeah,
progress.
once a week. So for example, construction doesn't have surprises.
Yeah.
You kind of know the process. After this, there is that. Yeah. So
Yes.
there's a plan. There's a project
There's a
plan,
plan.
and
Yeah.
they know that next week maybe we are doing, let's say, gypsum
The
work,
gypsum scheming or all
or
those
scheming,
process.
painting, and just say
Up to the decoration part.
yeah, for example.
Yeah.
So you're able to know, okay, by Friday, you guys need to have finished A, B, C, D. This is what I've given. So you go to site, show them this is how I want it done. You just don't leave it in theory that
Yeah.
I've given you drawings. They'll do for you maajabu.
Oh, sure.
So you give them, you show them this is what I want. I'll be here next week on Thursday. So every day, as you're getting photos, you can be able to tell whether you need to go in again or you don't.
Yeah.
Then now I come on the Friday, for example, or the Thursday that we agreed. So Mimi, I'm not permanently based, but there are those who are actually
Yes, those who are
based on site every day. Hey, I
single
pray
day.
for those
Have to
ones.
check.
I pray for you in Jesus' name.
You have to handle pressure.
Hey. Because that one essentially means like you're only working on one project,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah, if you have several, you can't manage to,
You can't
to
manage.
be on all of them
Yeah.
at the same time.
You can't.
You can't.
Hey? Okay. So that was one.
Yeah.
That one you're feeling like you're being overworked.
Overworked, yeah.
So how did you mitigate that? Did you ever raise it, or how did you cope?
I think what helped me is having a very good team. I was working with people who are listening.
Okay.
So if you have a certain
On the ID team or on the consultants team now?
now on the ID team.
Okay.
Now
The lady that you're saying who was teaching you.
Yeah, she was really encouraging me. She was really giving me tasks that after finalize them, I know I've learned something from it. So she really encouraged me to not to give up. Because in interior design you can really you can give up very easy. That just remind me of when I joined school during orientation. Interior design, I joined I think they were around 60. Those who were able to take that to the next step, the next year was I think we were around 30.
Now they're falling off like med students.
Yeah, sure. So there's pressure there. So she really encouraged me and give me some tips of how to go about the design world. How to interpret layouts. This before I joined school, so I was able to interpret the layout. This MEP. If you see this kind of symbol, it's resembled drainage point. If you see this red symbol, this mechanical for electrical. So she really helped me to overcome.
Whoever you are, unajijua, thank you so much for that contribution.
Yeah,
we really
sure.
have to appreciate people who have made an impact in our lives.
Yeah.
Hey, okay.
100%.
Even me, actually, the place where I went for my first internship was a lady, but she was very strong in detail work.
Yeah.
That lady
Detailing is another.
So I think that's where my strength in detailing
Yeah.
came in. I became more on interior architecture rather than interior decoration.
Decoration.
Yeah, because she used to mark it like it's a classroom,
Yes.
mark and underline and circle and
Yeah. And most people, you'll find those people are now trying to differ from now being an interior designer to interior architect. Because now interior architect has weight.
Yeah.
Now you'll be able to do those structural works.
Yes.
But interior designer now, they feel like we are on the cushion part of it.
Yeah.
We are decorators now.
Yeah.
So it's good to be interior architect as well. Some institution call interior architect, some institution just call interior designer. But all in all, generally interior design it's more about function. It's about meeting the client's need. Yeah. And aesthetic kind of it.
Yeah.
10%.
So wait. So this lady, now you've mentioned, you're like, hey, these are my challenges. What was the reception and what were the changes that were given?
Okay. Based on, because she really knows that I'm here as now a site clerk, someone who doesn't have skills. She was able to give me, let me just give an example. There's a day that she gave me a certain paper and she gave me an empty carton. So she gave me a paper, plain paper, very huge one, looks like a A3. A3 or A1. And a A1 kind of a paper. and she drew a perfect circle. And she told me, use this anti-cutter, make the cut, and make sure it is perfect. Make sure it doesn't even, have those.
Snip it a
yes,
little.
yes, make it smooth, a perfect circle the way I drew it. I want you to cut that piece and give it to me. And it's my first time holding an anti-cutter.
You're shaking.
You are shaking.
But
I like, instead of cutting a circle, I think I cut on a oval kind of a thing. I was really frustrated. So she gave me some few tasks that helped me to be who I can say to be who I am, because these things is normally what, if you go to school, you will study such you'll be given such projects to work on, maybe prototyping, doing models. So she kind of, give me a heads up before.
What was she trying to teach you in that lesson? What was the lesson that you're supposed to get from that?
It's more of be patient in what you're doing, because you have to be patient cutting that thing.
Umekata haraka ikatoka oval.
Yes. Nilikuwa naharakisha, you have to finish this thing before, because anakupea time pia as well. You have other tasks pia. So anakufundisha patience, alijaribu kunifundisha how to be keen in what you're doing. You have to focus, basically. So, and you have to, meet the deadline as well in that particular anime.
Well, that's a nice one.
Yeah, she taught me a lot.
Wait, does she still have a design firm?
Yeah, it's growing. It's very big now.
Have you ever gone back to say hi?
Yeah, I've gone back. She has seen me several times. Like she's
have you intentionally gone? Okay, you've actually gone back.
Yes.
Okay, that's
she's
nice.
My mentor even up to now.
Oh, really I wanted to say, can you go back and say thank you?
We really keep in touch.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
So that one at least taught you focus, patience, and
meeting the deadlines well,
because you still have other things that are moving around. That's a nice one. Yeah. So she was patient. She waited for you to finish. She gave it. Do you remember how long she gave you to cut it?
It was a day.
How big was that?
It's
paper?
like 30 minutes.
Wait.
She's there waiting for you.
Wait, how big was the paper if you show us here?
A3 is.
Oh, A3.
Not an A3, sorry. It was an A1.
And then she's cut a paper almost the size of.
She drew a circle.
Yeah, she's drawn the circle in the size of like how big?
It's like it was like covering the entire
A1
document. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And then let me ask you. So how did you find adjusting to the workplace? Was leave alone this first experience. Now you've left school.
Yeah.
How was it adjusting to the workplace?
It didn't really surprise me. I remember. Let me just take you back a bit. Before when I was in school, there's a internship as well. So I went to a certain company to do my internship, and I really felt like everything is not the way it's supposed to be.
Or the way they were doing it.
Yes, the design process is not being followed. So I was there and wondering. I'm like, yeah, sure.
Yeah. You were just there like, what is this?
I was there with a certain designer. Actually, I got that internship funny because she kind of went online on Instagram and she said, "This is my farm. This is what I do." So she was live and something just tell me, let me just join her live and see if she will be able to have a conversation with me. So I just told her, I'm really in need of an internship right now. Yes, I'm looking for internship. And she said, just come to my company and we'll have a conversation. I went there and she gave me an internship. When I was there, it was a furniture manufacturing thing. So this design process not being followed, that's first thing. Another thing.
Wait, was it a big team?
It was big.
Okay.
It was very big.
So which you can't even defend and say it was a startup.
Yes,
you can't defend.
It was a big company that has several machines for production of furniture. So, in that company, so I was there but criticizing everything. It's
out loud or in your heart?
In my heart. In your heart. I'm like, this is not the way it's supposed to be. Because before I was in another company and I see how design is being followed. So when I see something going the wrong way, I'm like, should I tell her or I just leave and see?
So did you?
See the outcome. So because we normally had such meetings. What can we do better? Things like that. So there's a point that I went to a manager and told him that, this company is a manufacturing company and everyone has to grow where they are. And if I'm to give maybe this company rate maybe over something over 10, maybe it will be 5 or 4. Because things the way they're being done, I can't foresee a future in this company. And as my word, that company did not last more than even 6 months after I left.
Oh, really?
Yes, after my internship, I left, then came back into the real world. It was no longer there.
Wait, what was their feedback on you giving that critique?
Was
it receptive? Was it like this?
They were like, you are an intern. You don't know what you are saying.
So they didn't even notice like it's off.
Yes, design takes time. When you're being given a brief, probably from a client, brief is now the ideas that what client want you to execute. When you're being given a brief, there's specific standards that need to be followed. So you need to understand what clients want. You need to source, those inspirations, and you need to give yourself time to brainstorm, to come up with new ideas. So that company was like just proposing things for the client at a go. If they move into a client space, they say, I need a console there, I need a wall in here, I need this kind of wainscoting. In a day, you are there and having a conversation with a client. No. I really pity some clients because how can someone just walk into your house in one day, then propose everything in your absence, in your presence, then you just feel like, oh, that's nice. I think it's now okay. Then you call yourself an interior design consultant. Yes, I'll propose for you everything. Just give it me 2 days or 3 days. Everything will be ready. So they went
3 days.
Yeah, 2 to 3 days. Everything is ready. Now they're coming into your house when they are, even if it's a furniture, it is kind of wet, have such smell, things like that. I really saw that and I felt like,
what?
This is not the way things are supposed to go. So so when that's now internship. Now when I finalized my school, I really didn't join industry immediately. And I just give myself now another year just to try my own thing and see how it will go.
So what were you doing?
I was doing freelancing. Now I freelance for like it was 1.5, I think. Now, during my freelancing, I used to do designs for students abroad. I used to partner with other interior designers in Kenya to help them do their renders, technical drawing as well. Just partnership. I've partnered with more than even 10 designers in Kenya. So that helped me now to bring to life what I learned in school. Now, interacting with people as well, networking, really give me now a chance to create a portfolio.
So why did you leave that to employment?
So, this now after I finalize my school now.
That's uni now. You finished uni.
Yes.
Then you've done like a year or 2.
It was 1 year and a half.
1.5.
Yes.
Haikufika 2.
Yes. Just freelancing.
So why did you not continue the freelancing, or you were like, okay, I was just trying?
Now, I really I'm someone who is really willing to learn a lot of things. And I'm not comfortable in doing one thing for long. I told you. So I went to after my study, I wanted to try my own thing. My brand, Grayscale Interior Design. I created a logo when I was in school, when I was year 1. I created that logo, how I was visioning everything, how I want things to be. So I created a logo. I even registered my company. Immediately I finalized my third year. I registered the company already. So I just wanted to make this company be known out there. So through doing this freelancing kind of thing, when someone give me a project, I execute them, take another project as well. So just trying something new. Yes.
Okay, so you wanted to go back into employment and just now another chapter of learning.
Yes, sure.
Cool. Tell me, what do you think is your biggest lesson that you took away from internships and your first experiences, Jobo? Biggest lessons take away.
I'm gonna say during my internship, I really learned something soft skills called I can say communication. Communication is really key. In school you normally taught that is it called communication skills. We have communication skills and visual communication as well. Communication is really key because as a designer you really need to know how to pitch your ideas to client, probably to maybe set a brand or other sponsors. So if you don't have that kind of I can't say an niche or something that you know how to pitch, like marketing. I was having a conversation with someone. You don't need to do everything. Now, what's now marketing? Why are you doing marketing? But
That's that better as designer. How will people,
yeah, how will people know you? How will you
you can be very good in your corner. Yeah.
Yes, you can be very good. You're a very good designer. You know how to render. You know how to do animation. But after that, how will you get clients? How will you convert that now to earn an income? So it's really good to have a bit of sales, a bit understanding of how to go about pitching your ideas to someone. Because they normally say designers are introvert. Yeah, you just back kitchen thing. You just do your thing. Then
you're very happy with me. I'd be very happy to just work in the background. But here we are.
So it's good to be out there, network. When you're networking, that's communication skills. You're selling there. So
that one, that lesson hit you when you're in which part, internship or jobo?
During internship.
Why? Yes. What happened in particular that made you just feel like, hey?
The lady that I was working with was really extrovert, or she really outgoing. She know how to influence client to buy something. You sell what's not there. You're buying someone's idea. Like she was just mentioning that thing, and then client feel like, okay, I really want that. So client might want a sofa and then head home with their bed. So turning that thing is really key. Selling yourself is really key. Yeah, so I really learned that from my boss back then.
Oh, that's nice. And what do you think is a surprise that you encountered that was shocking and you're like, what? All through. Now that it doesn't have to be internship, all through.
What shocked me is that we normally say what you learned in school is not what's in the market. Me, I'm normally against that. I'm normally against people saying that you just learn things in school. When you come to the real world, you will now see how things are being called by their names, how the market works. But on my own perspective, I studied in the college, and college really give you very insightful things that you will find on site. Though they might be calling those things with different name. You might be working so hard on the field, but there are some things that we need to call by their names. There they are. So if it is a gypsum, probably gypsum is called gypsum. That's the name in English. But once you finalize your school, you go on site. You will find a different name of that particular. If it is a gypsum, maybe it's called maybe a board, something like that, just a board, or maybe a plyboard or something. So we are trying now to change to take advantage of the market. We are praising the market so much that we forget what we really learned in school. Because I really think this should be vice versa. What the concept that you studied in school, you really need to be able to make it practically in the field. If something works for you in college, because college you are taught a lot of things. That's why I say that you need to specialize in what you want in school, so that ukimaliza shule, ukikuja in the real world, you execute that thing that you learned in school. Because it's vice versa. We normally learn this in school, unachana na hiyo, you are doing a different thing in the market, which I really feel it's off.
So like what? Give me an example of something that this is how we learned it, and then you're going to site and you're like, why are we not doing it this way?
Yes. Let me just give you an example. There's something called probably. Let me just take you to this interior design this perspective. I've learned interior design color theory, or rather
Yes.
the principles of interior design. We know have principles of interior design: harmony, color,
Yes.
shape, all those things.
You have elements of
You have
interior
elements.
design, you have principles of interior design,
Yes.
you have color theory.
Yes. And students normally capture those things and they really know those things. So good, eh? Now, when you come into the real world, now no one cares about principles and elements of design.
Why?
No, they don't care. They just want things to be done. Like
Who?
most firm normally just want you to do the way their structures are. Their structure operate.
Like how?
Like
I'm struggling with that because why I'm asking this, I'm
Yeah.
trying to like understand it properly, is because typically even for mine, you'd be able to see a lot of like the elements, the principles of design like applicable.
Yes.
Let's give an example of
If it's a
like
color,
balance,
yes,
or
balance.
color.
Yeah.
Sindio?
Yes.
Proportions, you have to have everything in proportions.
Yeah.
So you won't find a chair that's bigger than the
Yes.
coffee table, for
Yes.
example. So I'm applying what I've learned.
Yes.
So tell me, where would they tell you not to apply that?
Now you really understand the design. That's why you're applying 1, 2, 3. But move to these hotels, move to some people's home that have been designed. Those elements are not there.
But you are the designer. You're going to that home as the designer.
Yes, now I'm a student now.
Okay.
I left school. I went to intern in some certain company. I've been given work to do. Now the company will tell you, follow our standard. This is what we normally do.
Oh.
We take 2 days to execute. We do this to do this. No.
So they're not following, for example, the color theory. They're just for example, color theory. We are not following. We find whatever, even though si tunapenda.
Yes, this is what we normally do. So they are changing the perspective of the students, what they learned in school, into what they normally do. The norm. Because wamezoea the norm. If it is color blue, we normally paint it everywhere. That's what they will do. and as a student, you won't be there telling your boss, no, we need to change this. This
like
color
the
doesn't
blue
work.
does not work. Let's balance it
Let's
out
balance
a little
it
bit.
with this. So most design students, they are not really executing what they learned in school.
Aki kwa hii podcast huwa mnanichekesha.
They are being eroded with the industry. What industry give them is what they take, which I really feel kind of heartbroken for the upcoming designers. They really need to change this narrative. We really need to execute what we learned in school. Yeah, for sure.
Need to execute what you learned. But now you're assuming that everyone learned in school, learned in something in school. A lot of designers don't even go to school.
Yes, that's the perspective. Now, what I wanted to tell you that not everyone not everyone who has a design firm is a designer. The head is a designer. So those are such companies
challenges.
that those are now the challenges in the company. Because now maybe a doctor has opened an interior design firm. He employed an interior designer. He has a bit idea of what interior design really needs to be. Now, the way I said colors. Shapes, what they are proposing for the client, that really doesn't
They
work.
don't make sense.
And as a young designer, you can't complain. You can't contradict their statements.
But what would this young designer do or say to their boss actually, practically?
Okay, so that's a challenge that needs to be addressed. And there's a way that you, as a junior designer, you also need your opinion matter somehow. So if you feel like this, if you are interning in a certain company and things are not being done the right way, you better move to another company. It doesn't have to be.
So for me, what I would say about that is, perhaps me, I would want to encourage people to be vocal, and vocal does not mean rude.
Yes.
Like I can be able to voice my opinion. You need to be able to have the confidence to voice your opinion, to defend. Most people, even clients, every day we are defending things.
Yeah,
Abigail,
sure.
Why did you do that? Because of this and this. Why? Because of this and this. Like there's a client we were discussing about their kitchen, and they were insisting to put a cooker in a certain position. I'm like, this does not work with the work triangle, for example. So you see, the moment I explained to them that actually there are rules towards this. There's a work triangle. If I put it here, it doesn't work. So meaning, even as you being the user, you'll start having challenges. You'll start not even liking the process of using your kitchen. You see? So I don't think people should be running away from problems. You should be able to defend. You need to be able to give people reason like, no, this shouldn't be this because of this. Or I'm proposing this because this and this, whatever. Oh, you want blue. We can tone it down by adding,
Yeah, this kind of
or we
color
want
to-
an analogous color scheme, or you want a monochromatic. This is what monochromatic. You have to also, with interior design, there's a lot of education. There's a lot of educating your clients and what. So don't run away.
Let me tell you, normally, as a designer, there are some things that if you propose them to the client and you think they're not going to work for you, you better run away. Why? Maybe you have a certain style. Maybe let me say modern contemporary. That's your style. And client wants something that client is emphasizing on a certain color.
Let's say Afrocentric
design. And you're trying to divert attention kidogo mwambie, if you want this, I can add some elements to achieve that, but itatoka that
Afrocentric.
Afrocentric. Let's just do this kidogo one venye ta. Alafu napata client pia anakuambia no. If you can't do that.
Oh, but isn't that a bit too late though? Because typically I have that conversation at the beginning at brief taking stage.
Yeah.
And I remember telling someone that, that there's and I always tell this story. There's a friend of mine who told me, Abigail, I can never hire you. And I'm like, why? And she's like, yours are so clean and so whatever. You know how she's very extra and out there, and she wants to see this and she wants to see color and things have been placed everywhere, even from there she dresses it so like I love it. It's something that you love from
good.
There, but me myself I wouldn't do it. Yeah. Like, you admire, you're like, wow, like your style is so nice. So for sure, if I was to take that as a client, tutasumbuana, So typically me, I don't wait for us to go too far into the consultation. During brief taking, I tell you, by there typically my style is minimalist, whatever. If you want African and you really want me to be the one to do it, you will see contemporary with a touch of African, meaning I'll put a bit of maybe artwork.
Yes, you're still representing your brand.
I'm still representing my brand.
You're not off the nini.
But if they insist I want African, I agree with you. I just tell you, maybe I'll refer you to George.
Refer you to another designer.
To George. Okay, so I understand. I was wondering, why are you telling people to run away?
No, not basically just go, but just tell him in a good way.
This is not...
this is what we can achieve, and this, because you need to position yourself in a way that you're creating certain uniqueness. Because let me say, there's a certain company that sells a specific type of bag. And there's another, maybe you have a client want to buy this specific bag, and he or she is telling you, can I add this touch of nini in your brand? Kwa hii bag yako, I want it this way. Can you change this color of the fabric? And you know very well, this is my brand. These are kind of fabrics that I offer. I can't go outside this. So that room of customization, itaenda nje kuharibia the brand. So yeah, that's what I really don't like. If you're sticking to one thing, just do it, focus on it. Have some standards in what you are doing.
Of what you want also. You're not being swayed left, right, and center in your direction.
Like you're doing everything. Yeah.
By the way, did you have any expectations of the real world? Expectation?
Yes, I expect the world out there is not fair.
That's what your expectation was?
Yes, it's not fair.
And when you came out, did you find it fair?
Yes.
You found that it's fair?
There are some that are favorable. I'm not going to say all of them.
Yeah.
Because the world is harsh, I know. The world is harsh. But some organizations which are really embracing growth. There are companies that are, they give you an opinion. Your opinion matters.
Also, you expected you'll go into it and you're not, no one's listening to you.
Yes.
Oh, then you come out here and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I really knew that from internship, even if I got there.
But you had a very good internship before.
Yes, that's before.
The first one.
Then now the second one, the internship one, really, I was like, the market is really eroded.
Oh, and then you come outside, you find that, no, this is a one case scenario.
Yes. And that's why I took I took a route of freelancing just to understand what I really want. I don't want employment.
Oh, you are like, hey, this is too thick.
Yes. When I try now another farm, I found, okay, there are things that I don't know that I'm really learning from this farm. Yes, and there's growth as well. Yeah.
And if you were to now advise someone who is an interior designer or in school, what do you think can be done to bridge what they're learning in school versus what the industry is demanding?
What I can say, first of all, junior designers, there are things that we normally do in school which are really, really important, but we don't see them as important when we're still in school. Developing a concept, having those styles, you really need to have your concept right. Even after you finalize your schooling thing, you still have that thing in mind that what I learned is what I'm going to execute. Let me give you an example. In Europe, probably Italy, students are being told how to develop how to do a prototype. Yes,
but those ones aren't those more on the furniture side?
On the furniture side,
and product design.
Yeah, product design. Even as an interior designer, I really feel that we really need to have a niche. We really need to create things in our own way. Because I normally say this. I know people will hate me for this, but
haters, kujeni hapa.
we are not creative in a way. Let me say that. We don't, because the word creative is merely you need to create something. If you're not creating something, you have nothing to sell. You're copy pasting. You have nothing to sell. Because I'm seeing most interior designers just on Pinterest, they're on Behance, doing the mood board, with those photos, then sharing to client, and the client will, this looks nice, because client doesn't have a knowledge of where they have sourced those things from.
Yeah.
So client will, you can be able to execute this.
Yeah.
In real life, when client told you to execute that thing the way it is on Pinterest, you'll not be able to execute that. So as a creative, I'm telling this to most students, they really need to find a way of what they really want to do. If it is in terms of furniture, I really pitch for furniture people. I don't know why. Create something that after school you can be able to source machines and be able to produce that thing with an aim of having a brand. In that, if this furniture, because we really struggle with copyrights in Kenya, the I don't know, copyright more so. If you have this a table, it's a table, right? Everywhere people know this is, maybe this is a coffee table. People know this as a coffee table. This coffee table doesn't have a name, right? It's just a coffee table. If someone come here, this is a coffee table. No one knows it with its brand, right? Now, everything that designers are doing in Kenya, the way I told you, it's Pinterest and Behance. Ukienda Jogoro, those sofas, those tables, all of them are sofas. So the only difference there is now this Chesterfield, this recliner, but there's no name given to those products. Out there in Europe, in other countries, their designers have designed a particular type of a sofa, and that sofa has a specific name,
like the Wagner, whatever, like a specific whatever seat and this whatever chair.
They have name. They have the type of fabrics that can go in that particular sofa. It doesn't have to be any other fabrics. They have specific finishes. If it is leather, 2 leathers or 3 can go in that seat. No extra. If the client want something extra, you'll have to double your cost because you are affecting designer's concept. Nugget. So everything has to be given a name. That's why
George anatuchallenge hapa. George amekuja hapa na viboko kwa podcast.
Yeah, for sure.
Kuja kutuchapa.
Everything has to be given a name. You have a name. You have an identity. I'm George. I've been given a name. So if you're creating a table, let that table have a name. George's table. Abigail's coffee table.
Kwanzia leo hii table iko hapa kwa student inaitwa George's table.
Yes, we struggle so much with the identity. That's why actually, in Africa, there's lack of documentation. We really can't find where our art were taken because of that copyright thing. And in future, we're actually losing it. We really need to document our things. So as a student, if you're doing a certain coffee table concept in school, have it a name. Even give it your name. This is Laureen's coffee table. Have it like that. Name it. The next maybe Laureen bed, Laureen armchair.
Nani mpaka amepewa hapa meza kwa shoot.
So let that thing go into the market with that name. So that if someone coming to buy your product, you already see it. It's on websites, it's everywhere. When he walked just into your showroom, probably where you are displaying your seat, I want Laureen coffee table. So the client is very, very particular in what kind of coffee table he or she wants. Yes, that name. That name is what sells things. Yes. I won't mention other names that are doing well, but people who have created a brand have a specific name that were given to their staff, and that's what markets.
What have you given to your things? Ebu tell us. You with this nice
all
vision.
these ideas.
Mbona uja execute?
I really wish money ingetoka binguni kuje tu hapa saini.
Sasa labda ndio challenge.
The challenge is finance. But we have people who have showrooms. Are they? Are they not there in Kenya? People who have big machineries that they create products. Like this one has been created somewhere. But it's just
actually know who created these ones. Yeah. I'll mention after.
Yeah, but
you'll
now
go check them out.
There's no name on them. So selling it is going to be very difficult.
Si ameuza hapa. Iko hapa ameuza. Wewe kama ameuza hiyo hapa.
But I feel for students, those one in school right now, find a way of creating that niche in what you are doing.
Wait, but if you're saying that money is an issue, you are working. How are you going to tell that to someone? Put it in a way that they'll be able to do something. Sindo?
Oh, practically.
Practically. You are saying now you are working na finance iko. Mwenye koshila atafanya nini?
No, I'm still talking because I'm just advising them once they finalize their school. Because they have those papers, they have those documents. They sketch something. They sketched an idea. They are designers. So those ideas, once they have come, like me now, I'm doing, I'm still sourcing funds. And I don't know, in future, probably I might have my own showroom and creating those things.
Utakuwa George Stable.
Yes, George Stables in future. So they really need to keep those things. I'm just encouraging them to document what they are doing. Yes, it doesn't have, this concept of a table is just an example. But everything that you are doing in this world, you need to document. Have diaries, write something down. So that there's something, point to reference. Yeah.
So that's a new take, yeah? And that's why I really love this podcast. I love this podcast because you just get to hear very different things from very different people, and you learn a lot of things, and you think about different things differently. So no?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe
another
thing for designers, they need to be proactive. School thing is about being followed. I know in university you are not being followed. You can still repeat the class. But out here you have to kujituma. Yes, you have to be willing to learn, grow, adapt in a certain firm that you are. You might be employed in 2 different firms or 3 different firms, and the way they run their things is very different. So if you are not able to adapt in that particular company, utatoka. So be proactive in what you are doing. Have that mindset of learning new things, mindset of growth. Before I joined even my workplaces, I really didn't know what MEPs was, because school doesn't teach you how to draw electrical points or plumbing points. That's why you don't learn. If you learn maybe basics, but now into the real world, you really need to know how to draw those things and how to interpret them, and how to even engage the fundis on site to execute them correctly. So I didn't know anything about MEPs until I joined company. I was told, can you detail out an MEP point? I was like, hey, what's MEPs? Because that was the first question I was asked. What is an MEP? I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I think it has mechanical things inside. Yeah, that is mechanical and electrical point. Check that, and I want you to do an MEP. And I've learned, and even a few months I was the best MEP guy in that company. Yeah.
MEP interior designer.
Yes.
Eish.
I've grown from being called an MEP to
and they can love that thing. Kila mtu mwenye ni architect, ni engineer, ni nini, people don't understand the difference.
Yeah, so I've the difference is that most interior designers feel like, I don't know how to put it, but they are not into architectural part. The one I was telling about interior architect, they are not into structural thing. People are just there in sourcing and being consultants. Yes, that's beauty. Interior design is about
decoration.
That decoration part of it. But hizi structural tumeachia watu wengine wenye za deal na, which is really wrong. That's why I normally say, one day when you see an interior designer has been mentioned on those boards of approval, kwa mjengo proposal something, those boards.
This is the NCA.
Yeah, those NCA boards. If you see the name interior designer there, that guy has made it in life. Because it's really hard to be on those boards.
But it's just a general standard. They don't put interior designers.
Yeah, they know, because they think they were under engineers and architects. You are still pushing though.
Well, let me ask you. What do you think is a hidden talent that you discovered during all this period of being in the real world? Either through internship or now jobo.
I didn't know I can be the best in what I do in terms of executing, let me say, renders or other animations. Because if you check, there's this software we normally use called D5 software. If you search this D5 software, my name is there on those articles. I was given a project to do. I was able to execute this project perfectly and merge the best interior designer in terms of rendering. So I really didn't know that I can be in one of these biggest platforms. My name should be.
This one was under Grayscale or under employment?
It was under employment, and they took that as a challenge. They wanted to. That D5 software was trying to get designers out there. It was a challenge. Who can do best work, best renders.
That one, their best where?
D5. D5 is a soft.
But the software itself is like from which country?
It's from China.
Okay.
So the way we have different software like Photoshop, we have ArchiCAD. So yeah, D5 is another software that we normally use to render. So they're built in China, and they are trying to pitch this idea to African market. And they're looking someone who can be able to use this software and navigate and render a very good residential space. So I did it, and it came out really well. And
you are competing with how many other designers? Do you remember?
It's like worldwide.
It was a challenge worldwide, and then you emerged one.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
And my name has been written there.
Fanyeni claps.
Yeah. So it's just challenge. I didn't know I can become that good in what I do. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That's nice. Cool. So just to close off, what would you say you'd give one tip for budding interior designers to make most of their internships? Sindio? And then how do they create opportunities to network with peers and professionals?
Okay. Basically, we really need to. There's a gap for those who are in schools and those are in the market. There's a gap in that. It's more of the way we normally have lack of employment in Kenya. Not lack, but normally say unemployment. So there's so many unemployed youths out there. And designers are part of it. So there's the firms, the interior design firms, I can say there are not that many, and the students are many. So when they're looking for internship, in a problem. So now, but they normally have this networking thing. The interior design firm, they normally have so many networking firms. Like 3 months, 2 months can't go without they are networking in a certain space. Like if it is a center. So students really need to find those areas that interior designers are, so that they can go there, challenge, give their opinions.
Where are they finding those? So if you had to give them a tip, where are they finding this opportunity?
Interior designers has groups. Yeah. First of all, they are joining those groups. Second of all, I think IDAC, or there's interior design body that enrolls students. So you have to be keen on what the field that you are in, and understand how it works, and what's the bodies, so that you can be able to kind of have it right, or rather challenge yourself with what they are doing in the market. So you have to go out there. The way I was saying about proactive, you have to be out there. Jitume. If you are not seeing any opportunity coming your way, go and knock. Because
Meskia?
yes, go and knock to their doors. You don't have to be home.
Yeah.
Yes, after finish your school, you need to go and even before I found my internship on Instagram page. I was working. I told my uncle just to give me, I think around 2,500. I just really want to go and look for an internship out there because nimetuma portfolio
Zinakaa tu hapo kwa inbox.
zimekaa tu kwa inbox. They hata kuda reply. So I really walked hapo area Westlands yote nikashikanisha na Kileleshwa nikarudi hivi Upper Hill nikarudi town nikaingia industrial area then nikaenda home. So sometimes you just really go there, print those portfolios, then jitume tu.
Yeah, because actually, my internship, the one, the way in Campo, the one you're saying, that you have to do the internship before the industrial attachment before you graduate.
Yes.
So mine, that's how I found it. Iyo, like, I nilikuwa mguu.
Yeah.
Tao. I just went mguu, checking billboards, checking, like, I was just walking randomly. Yeah. Then I remember I was walking inside ya Tao, going up Integrity Center, and I hadn't gotten... Sindo, of course, I'm just walking randomly. Yeah. Then I was like, by the way, there's a friend, a former classmate. Jimmy ako internship already. Yeah. And so our cycles were messed up in the way that I went to Campo first, and then there was this gap in between campus and joining that used to be there 2 years. So after me, my lot was the last one. So then they came straight. Instead of waiting 2 years, they joined. So now we were alternating. So time for attachment, they were sent early because of no space like in school.
Oh yeah, I get it.
So now I was like, as I was walking now up Integrity Center, I was like, let me call Nani. He's about to finish. Let me ask her, happy. Then I was like, we uko happy. Uko internship happy. Is like, in fact, niko sijui place. Iko side gani? Coincidentally, it was somewhere now ukiendelea kutembea juu Integrity Center. Yeah. Unapata offices like, hata niko mali flani ako like, bas, kuja tu. Ikendelea tu kutembea. Yeah. Then it's like, iko place flani. Then I went. I asked even. That's how I got my...
That's how you got it. You see? Sometimes you just have to send yours.
You just walk.
Yeah, jitume.
And we are going to wrap this episode with mtu ni kujituma. Sindio?
Yeah, kweli.
George, thank you so much. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing, Sindio, your experience. Yes. Because we really want budding interior designers to kind of just have a real, how do I say it? To visualize what the reality is so that they make informed decisions.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
This is what I want or this is not what I want.
Yeah.
You get?
Yeah.
So that one day you're sent to a project or your employer tells you now your reporting time is 6 p.m. You're not like, what?
Yeah, your opinion, sometimes your opinion matters.
Yeah.
And by the way, before you close, and to parents as well, because it's really not about, about student. Parents really need to give their, student. I'm talking about designers. They really need to give students the right tools after finalizing their school so that they can be able to cope up with the industries. Because unapata mtu amemaliza shule, ana machines, ako tu kwa nyumba, anangoja kazi. Once angekuwa na the right tools, I invest in their students because they started investing when they're taking their children to school.
So umalizie hiyo investment. Wacha kuachia katikati.
Stop after amemaliza shule. Yes, buy them machines. Good machine, not just a machine. Because for rendering, it needs a powerful, like 300,000 machine. Yeah. They need to really keep their children on toes.
So that's actually a good point. By the time you're choosing, you're aligning with your kid or your nephew or your niece or whoever you're sponsoring and saying that you're going to do interior design. Don't feel like the school fees is the end of it.
Yeah.
So this is my takeaway from this episode. Hiyo ndo nina wrap. Think of, okay, after this, what will they need? They'll need a 300k machine. Apana, ebu tuchague kitu ingine ama ni sawa, tuendelee because you're wasting them by leaving them hanging in the middle.
True.
Sindo? True. Yes, I understand that you can work and maybe hustle for yourself and do ABCD, but you can also meet them halfway and help them. Unajua, that means you need that extra.
Kusukuma tu sasa kuingia kwa industry. Because that's now small part of it.
The last push, mwambie sasa you're on my own.
Yes.
So I have a nephew, I think that's what we will... of course, thank God he's not doing rendering because computers are rendering are damn expensive. So it's a nice thought. Oh, actually, I saw this in there's a lady who's usually on TikTok a lot. A young girl just joined university, went abroad. She was very, I don't know, she always just came on my For You page on TikTok. And she mentioned when they got to uni, they figured like this, nini, on the first week of orientation, everybody goes and get new new products, a new MacBook, a new iPhone. They don't care what phone you have. New iPhone, new MacBook, and new iPad. You unbox it. It's part of the school fees. Like as you're paying the school fees,
yes, they already have those
it's
gadgets.
part of it. And then if you want to keep it, you pay $1. If you want to keep it. Oh, and also that's a good one because that's now abroad. Let me give a real example here. It may not be a MacBook, but when I was doing my master's at Strathmore Business School, week 1, we were given, we started during COVID period. So there's a time we were doing online. So let me say week 1 when you were one-on-one, when you started reporting physically, all of us, it was part of the school fees. We had to have a tablet. Okay, not this one. It was a Samsung something, but brand new, everybody. So whether you have your iPad, you can choose to use it. You can choose not to use it. Whether you're going to gift it, your Samsung to whoever you're going to gift. But what they were encouraging is, you're coming, so we used to go for evening classes. Yes. Everyone have a stylus and a pen. We take our notes during class, no writing kwa makaratasi. We are sending like PDFs for you to read. You can easily be like, okay, we are sending the PDFs. Read this case study before class. So people would open, okay, this case study, this is what you're going to, you write your notes, you understand? Yeah, so it kind of sets people up in the right tone. Yeah. So actually that's a nice thing. Take away a episode in hiyo.
Yeah, sure.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Grateful.
Thank you so much for this episode. I really appreciate it. And me, I'm telling you guys, every day I'm stunned during this podcast, I take away something interesting, and it makes us also be better parents, I think.
Yeah, true.
You understand? Because I have children. So it's also of like, okay, you think of the end, not just think school fees itaishia hapa. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Thank you so much.
It's a learning curve.
Guys, please share, subscribe. Yeah. Tell people who need to watch this episode to come and watch. Budding interior designers, people who are joining, those who have finished high school, let them watch the episodes and make decisions for themselves. Informed decisions. Sawa. And see you on the next episode. Bye.